A very good morning to Denise and Liz joining us from Merched Amor. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah,
Bore da. It's so lovely to see you again. Toby had the pleasure of meeting Helen at the play day in Scolton Manor, and we've got you two here this morning on this Gratitude. And gratitude is really what's filling your soul at the moment, because you're that much closer to setting off on the world's toughest row, which is now August, September, October, November, 4 months away. How does that feel, Denise?
4 months today, actually. So yeah, it's racing towards us at high speed, but we are super excited. We've got a bit more training to do. The boat is actually going to head off in about 4 weeks' time. So she goes off ahead of us, and then after that, it's really just about getting as fit and as strong as we can. So lots of training. Yeah.
So you don't get the benefit of having that boat up until the moment you go. It'll be there way ahead of you.
Yeah. She takes a little while to get out there. So we drop her off with the boat builders, Rannoch, over in Essex, I think.
Essex,
yeah. And so she's going on the 15th of September. So we've got until then, really, to maximise our time with her.
Oh, wow. And of course, this all started before you even had a boat. Liz, you were the most inexperienced at the time that this all started. But now, what is it, over 2 years, there or thereabout, that you've been now doing this? You're now a pro.
We're probably coming up to 3.5. Well, I wouldn't call us a pro. There's still more to learn, definitely. What's been really interesting over the last, since we've had Cariad, really, is getting stuck in learning all about her, learning about her systems, learning what we can do. We did a water maker course the other day, so we learned how to fix our desalinator. So if we have any problems whilst we're out on the row itself, we can now fix it. So we've got loads of notes. I've got books and books and books of notes where I need to write them all up and have them ready for us. But it's really exciting. And so we did our pre-shipping inspection a couple of weekends ago, wasn't it, Dee?
Mm-hmm.
And we had a little knowledge check as well, and all our kit laid out, and we felt really good after that, because we I think we surprised ourselves with how much we actually did know and how much we thought about it all, and it's amazing how much we've gained, isn't it, over the last 3 years.
Yeah, and I think it's the first time somebody who really knows their stuff from the organisation has really looked at our systems and what we know and said, actually, do you know what, you girls you're good to go. You know your stuff. So that was really, really reassuring for us.
Well, I remember being there in Goodwick when you launched Cariad for the first time, and I'm thinking about how much you've learnt, not just about yourselves, but about each other and about the boat itself. And you've spent nights on Cariad now, and you must look at when you first launched that boat and it's like, oh my goodness, this is the boat that we're going to row the Atlantic. And now you're all one big family.
Yeah, and actually, Helen was saying the other day how obvious it is that when we first went out to La Gomera, actually, and we spoke to you guys, didn't we, from La Gomera back in 2023, and we sort of didn't know what we didn't know at that point. We were looking at all these crews on the water, going, "Wow, look, they're so slick and they're so organised. They seem to just know, be at one with their boat." And now we're at the point where we start to feel like that is us. We know Cariad inside and out, and it's been a long journey, but we sometimes you get those measures and you go, wow, we've really come a long way. Put a lot of time and effort in, and you starting to pay off.
You're actual seafarers, Gina.
I'm just reflecting. We had a little talk off there, and the night skies last night here across Pembrokeshire sort of caught us with that thunder and lightning, and we were thinking, my goodness me, how have you thought about what happens if you come across thunder and lightning with the weather on? You're on the boat.
We hide. I mean, imagine that being out in the middle of the Atlantic. You're going to see it coming, aren't you, for a really long way. And that bit's going to be spectacular. I'm actually really excited to be sitting with that kind of going on around us. But if it gets too close, I guess like last night, it's quite spectacular to look at, but we're holding on to big carbon sticks, which I guess acts as a bit like lightning conductors. So we might find ourselves hiding in the cabins and sitting on rubber mattresses and not touching anything.
Oh gosh, you're going to see some wonderful sights and sounds out there, aren't you? Between the weather and between the wildlife, it's a big old ocean, and yet they're going to have some curious animals coming up and saying hello. Surely, Liz.
Absolutely, yeah. We really hope to see some decent wildlife, but yes, we hope also not to see the scary stuff and the marlin and the sharks. So when we're swimming, and we spoke off air about having our tethered swims the other day, so we need to prove that we can get back on the boat independently. So we had a swim, because you can around Pembrokeshire, because it's amazing, and got back on the boat. But we always have to have somebody on shark watch. Not so much around here. Again, we don't have that sort of wildlife in our waters, do we? But out there we'll have to have a little shark watch. That's Helen. Helen's already. she's
Helen's on shark watch. Yeah.
Yeah. What a title! I can't wait to add that to a business card. Shark watcher. It's going to be amazing. I mentioned earlier about you've got your tethered, you've got the weather, all these things locally that we're seeing that you're going to see in this completely exposed measure. There's going to be 4 of you together. However, you're not just going with just the 4 of you in your minds, are you? There's been a lot of people that have helped you get to where you are. Denise, do you want to give us an introduction as to how this has all been possible?
Yeah. So, we've always said right from the beginning that this has been a real community effort. So there's no way we'd be where we are if it wasn't for our family and our friends, but also for the Pembrokeshire community. So, people have got behind us, whether that's, helping us out financially, or whether it's just turning up when we launch and cheering us on, whether it's sharing our social media, whether it's giving us, goods and things that can help us along the way. So certainly when we're out there, we know that it's not the 4 of us that have got us there. It's a much, much bigger effort than that. And, we really appreciate, it's Gratitude Tuesday, and we really appreciate all of those people.
Yeah. Liz, give us a flavour then of some of these people and businesses that have got you on your way.
Okay, so today we're doing, Gratitude Tuesday is focusing on our 250 Club members. So they're the ones that when we post any pictures, they're on the cabin bulkheads. So they're really, really with us. So we've got Vonius, Puffin Produce and Blazeteer, Aquaphobia, 2 Red Dogs, Ryan Engineering, The Climbing Misfits, Marin Dental Lab, VIP Wales, Falcon Boats, Adventure Beyond, Runways Kiln, Glass Captains, Fenton Vets, Cots Equine Vets, Welch Law, Crust, and then we've got loads of people that have. So those are just the 250 clubs, and we'd like to get, we're asking, please, if we can get 50 Pembrokeshire businesses, so that each Pembrokeshire business can sort of sponsor a day whilst we're out on the waves. We'll shout out and we'll shout our thanks to you every single time we spot your logos on our boat. But we've also got those people, as Denise is saying, those people are just helping us with kit and with support, with experience, with expertise, with treatments and all that sort of stuff. So we've got Juniper Health and helping with all our supplements. Obviously Steve from Webster IT has done an amazing job with our website. We've got Tebbit Treatments. She's keeping us, so Fran for Tebbit Treatments, she's keeping us, our bodies aligned and healthy. Hayley Wheeler, who you guys introduced us to right back at the start, she's been incredible with us, helping us with our emotional performance and our mindset, and how we deal with any challenges. They've got Krista, who's our PT. You guys, obviously, massive one, helping us shout out to everybody. Lifting Gear Safety down in Neyland have services all of our life jackets and our emergency beacons recently. So that's a huge thing from them. So thank you ever so much. David Harris and Whitland, they're sorting out all our bearings for our rowing seats so that we're nice and smooth as we're going across. And of course, our final, but also our first one, Richard Cotton, designed our logo, and that's where it all started from. So yeah, thank you to every single one.
Yes.
Gosh, It's Gina, it's been a whole town.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, everybody has come together, and that is what we are so good at here in Pembrokeshire. If somebody or group are doing something, Pembrokeshire will get behind, and just proving all of those names that have got involved. And like you say, the people on the side cheering and getting involved or buying a raffle ticket, whatever they've done to come and support Pembrokeshire, do it at their best. So a very, very big thank you to everybody. It's brilliant.
Yeah, a huge thank you to all of those people, but all the people that are just supported, in other ways as well. You're not going unnoticed. So, we really have needed that support. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and of course, it's allowed you the opportunity to highlight and shout about the charities that you're supporting through this as well. Denise, give us an overview as to who's being backed and being shouted about whilst you're doing this.
Yeah, so if you've been following us, you'll know that we all sort of chose a charity right at the beginning that meant something to us. So we've got the RNLI, which for obvious reasons is a good one to be supporting. We've got Action for Children and Pop and Kidney Support, and then Sea Trust Wales. So that's the Ocean Lab up in Goodwick. So we're really trying to make sure that although a couple of those are national charities, or even UK-based charities, we're trying to focus those efforts then on things that benefit the local community as well. So obviously, having the lifeboat and the lifeguards on our beaches is beneficial to all of us.
Yeah, it's amazing. You're set for an adventure of a lifetime. In 4 months today, you'll be setting off from that pontoon. And you mentioned it, sponsor a day, and you're looking for 50. That's you've spent how many? What's the longest run you've had on your boat so far?
4 days.
Yeah.
We cannot wait, and you still got a few other bits and pieces. Of course, the last couple of months of training. The boat's going to go ahead of you, so it'll be in the gym then, keeping that strength up, keeping the cardio high as well, no doubt. And there is one more thing where we can all rally behind you and help send you on your way. But should we do that slightly nearer the time?
Yes.
Oh, yes, please.
Let's hold on to that.
Yeah. Is there a date for the diary though that we can pencil it in already?
The 31st
yes.
of October, please.
Halloween.
Oh, love that. So date for your diary, 31st of October. We'll find out more nearer the time. But for this Gratitude Tuesday, grateful for everyone who supported you, whether it be with goods, with funds, with inspiration, with those well wishes. It's so exciting that we're now into these final couple of months. I remember that interview when you were there in the sun. That'll be you. 4 months today, getting ready to set off on the world's toughest road. Denise, Liz, and to Helen and Helen, it's amazing, and I can't wait to find out more nearer the time and with more details of this wonderful celebration in October.
Thank you
so much for having us on.
We're willing a lovely crossing for you. We're going to put. I know that you're setting off in December, but should we have some summer sunshine to
yes, please.
Help you feel a little bit better as you're setting off into the wild ocean? Thank you so much.
Thank
you. Take care.
It's 9:45. In fact, before you go, hopefully you won't hear many of these. But Gina, I need to do this very quickly.
Well, that means that our unscrambled competition with Folly Farm has now closed for this morning. Will you be lucky enough to go into that main prize draw at the end of the month? Stay tuned to find out.
The Breakfast Show on